Have you ever felt like your world suddenly stopped the moment a relationship ended? One day you were planning the future with someone, and the next day everything changed. Your routines changed, your conversations disappeared, and the person who once felt like home suddenly became a memory. Breakups are painful, sometimes deeply painful. They leave us with questions, confusion, and emotions we didn't expect. But here's something most people don't realize. A breakup is not only an ending, it is also a teacher. And often, it teaches us the most important lessons about love that we would never have learned otherwise. Today, we're going to explore what your breakup can truly teach you about love. Not the romantic version of love we see in movies, but the real version of love is the one that helps us grow, heal, and become better partners in the future. Let's begin with the first lesson. Love alone is not always enough. Many people grow up believing that if two people love each other, everything will work out. We hear phrases like, "Love conquers all," or, "If it's meant to be, it will last forever." But real relationships are more complicated than that. Love is powerful, yes. But love alone cannot carry a relationship. Healthy relationships also require communication, respect, trust, shared values, and effort from both people. Two people can truly care about each other and still struggle to stay together. Sometimes breakups happen not because love disappeared, but because the relationship lacked the structure to support it. And realizing this truth can change how we understand relationships moving forward. The second lesson is something many people only discover after heartbreak. Self-love matters more than we realize. When a relationship ends, people often begin to reflect. They start asking themselves difficult questions. Did I ignore red flags? Did I accept behavior that hurt me? Did I lose parts of myself trying to keep the relationship alive? Breakups sometimes reveal places where we forgot to prioritize ourselves, where we gave too much, or where we stayed longer than we should have. Self-love doesn't mean being selfish. It means understanding your worth. It means knowing that love should never require you to abandon your dignity, your values, or your emotional well-being. When you develop self-love, you begin to recognize the difference between healthy love and harmful attachment. The third lesson a breakup teaches us is emotional growth. Heartbreak hurts. There's no way around that. But pain also forces reflection. When we go through difficult emotional experiences, we begin to understand ourselves more deeply. We notice patterns in how we communicate. We recognize emotional triggers. We learn what we truly need from a partner. These insights don't usually appear during happy moments. They appear during moments of loss and reflection. Over time, heartbreak can strengthen emotional maturity. It teaches patience. It teaches resilience. And it teaches empathy. Because once you have experienced deep emotional pain, you become more understanding of the struggles others face. Another important lesson breakups reveal is the importance of compatibility. Attraction can bring people together quickly, but compatibility determines whether the relationship can last. Two people might enjoy each other's company. They might share laughter, chemistry, and emotional connection. But if their values, goals, or lifestyles differ significantly, sustaining the relationship becomes difficult. Breakups often highlight these differences. Maybe one partner wanted stability while the other wanted freedom. One valued communication while the other avoided conflict. These differences may not be obvious at first, but over time, they become clearer. And understanding compatibility helps people make wiser choices in future relationships. Then there is the lesson that many people find the hardest to accept. Sometimes letting go is an act of love. Not every relationship is meant to last forever. Some relationships exist to teach us something, to help us grow, to help us understand ourselves better. Holding on to a relationship that no longer supports growth can cause more pain than letting go. Letting go does not mean the love was meaningless. It means recognizing that both people deserve the chance to grow, even if that growth happens separately. Breakups also teach us patience. Healing from heartbreak takes time. There is no universal timeline for emotional recovery. Some days feel easier. Other days feel unexpectedly heavy. Memories return. Questions appear. But gradually the intensity fades. The pain softens. And new clarity begins to emerge. Healing happens slowly. But it happens. Another lesson breakups teach is the importance of emotional safety. Healthy love should feel safe. It should feel supportive. It should allow you to express yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. When relationships lack emotional safety, they become stressful instead of nurturing. Through heartbreak, many people begin to recognize what safe love truly looks like. They learn to value kindness, respect, and emotional stability. Breakups also reconnect us with independence. In relationships, identities sometimes blend. Plans become shared. Daily life becomes intertwined. When the relationship ends, people often rediscover parts of themselves that were temporarily set aside. Old hobbies return. Friendships deepen. Personal goals regain attention. This rediscovery of independence strengthens identity, and a strong identity makes future relationships healthier. Because love should enhance your life, not replace your individuality. Finally, breakups teach us that love is not a destination. It is a journey of learning. Every relationship teaches something. Some teach joy. Some teach patience. Some teach difficult lessons about boundaries and self-respect. But every experience adds wisdom. Over time, people begin to understand love more clearly. They learn what they need. They learn how they communicate. They learn how to recognize healthy relationships. And eventually, many people realize something surprising. The breakup that once felt like the end of everything, it was actually the beginning of a deeper understanding. Heartbreak is painful, but it is also a powerful teacher. It teaches us about love, about ourselves, and about the kind of relationships we truly deserve. So if you're going through a breakup right now, remember this. The story is not over. You are learning. You are growing. And the lessons you gain today may guide you toward a healthier, stronger love in the future.